my, the little girl here. The little girl. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver Trading. It's Monday. It's April. It's the 13th. It's 2009. And again, you're listening to Financial Survival, brought to you by Discount Gold and Silver Trading. 1-800-375-4188. That's 1-800-375-4188. I'm Melody Cedarstrom. And again, thank you for listening to the program, Financial Survival Today. 800-375-4188 for all your gold and silver coin needs. And we're going to run a little bit of a special later on in the program. And I believe they're Robert's favorite coins, but there's a reason there's a special. So you've got to stay tuned. 800-375-4188. Visit our website at discountgoldandsilvertrading.net. And questions. We need questions. We're going to go over the ones that we had from Friday and have a couple of new ones. So you can direct those to Discount Gold and Silver at yahoo.com. Discount Gold and Silver at yahoo.com. Gold today. It did hit 900 briefly. Currently we're at $8.94, up $14. Silver, $12.76, up 38 cents. Platinum, up $50 at $12.47, and palladium is up today, up 6 at $243. So an okay day for the metals. It would have been nice to see it close up there above 900 for today, but we got a long week, and the U.S. dollar is down a little bit on the downside today. So we have Robert Chapman joining us today from the International Forecaster, and you can listen to Bob here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do thank him for joining us. Thank you, Bob. Good afternoon.
Well, you're welcome, and good afternoon to you, too. Let's see, where do we want to start? How much did you say gold was up?
14.
Well, it was a very good day. Monday normally is a bad day for gold. Our government is usually in there pounding it for, I'll have to look at the reports I've got. I haven't gone through them yet as to why it went up today. And still silver was up as well. Actually, silver was stronger. How much was that up?
It was up 3%, up 37.
And that's what, 35 cents?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very, very good. An excellent start on the week. Actually, the dollar was really quite weak. It was off about 1 point on the USDX, which is the dollar index. And on that index are 6 other currencies weighted in value versus the dollar. That is the euro, the Swiss franc, the Canadian dollar, the yen, the pound, and the Swedish krona. And so it's fairly representative on a limited basis. It gives you a general idea of the dollar, and the dollar was weak, and it's usually strong on Monday. We're seeing rumors in regard to the stock market that some other earnings of banks are going to be quite good. And, of course, they fail to tell you the reason they're going to be good is because of the flow-through money from the Fed to AIG, and then it was funneled to different banks, $100 billion all over the world. And in the International Forecaster, we ran a countrywide amount for each one. I didn't want to list all of the banks that were involved. It took up too much space. I mean, the thing's big enough as it is. And I'm just looking at something. A friend of mine's on television here. I'm rather shocked. It's Dave Tice, who runs Prudent Bear and complex. He's really a terrific guy, and I can't say that about many people in business. And he's brilliant, and I'm glad that they've got him on there. But anyway, what they're doing is they're painting the tape here again with the financials. And how they're doing that is with these phony earnings that are coming from money that they got from the government to cover the bad bets of AIG. That's what this is all about in the earnings category. And the earnings overall are dreadful. Another thing that, and I had this in the forecaster about 2 to 3 weeks ago, when we covered all of our shorts in the financials, and there was J.P. Morgan Chase, Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, and Citigroup. And we covered them because I found out that what those brokerage firms were doing is they themselves, or they were getting other brokerage firms to call in the borrowed stock that people were using to legally justify their short position. In other words, if you want to short 10,000 shares of General Electric at $10, you must borrow the stock someplace because you don't own it. And the brokerage firms lend stock, and they get paid to do that. And so what the biggies and the financials did, they called in all of the loans of the stock, forcing the financials to go higher, because when your stock is called in and you can't borrow it anymore, then you either got to find it someplace, which they couldn't, or you buy in the position. And that's what caused this rally in the financials. And I knew ahead of time it was going to happen, so I covered them. And we made a lot of money. We gave up a little bit, but that's okay. You know, if you can buy within 20% of the bottom and sell within 20% of the top, and vice versa, if you're shorting. And so that's why we're having this rally here. And this is a sucker's rally. These stocks are going down big time. And any of you, and I just got a letter from somebody, they own GE because they used to work for them, and they owned another short of ours, Home Depot, or as they say in America, Home Depot. And, these stocks in a bear market should be selling at 6 to 8 times earnings. Where does that put the Dow? It puts the Dow down somewhere in the vicinity of 4,000. Now, do you want to be there if you own GE when the stock's $2 or $3 a share? I don't think so. So we're going to get it. We're going to get it. There's been a lot of short covering in the market, as I said. I think that's over with. And you could see the government come into the market. The Dow was down 25 points. It was down 100 all day. At 3:30 this morning, it was down 85 points. Let me see here. Sorry, 47 points. S&P was down 66. NASDAQ was down 48. The Nikkei was down 40. The European stocks are up early on now, and they faded. So, I don't know how these charters play this market. I don't know how traders play this market. I mean, I've talked to guys who have been doing this for 40 and 50 years. They say you just can't play anymore. The rigging is so bad that you don't know what to do. But anyway, leaving that, gold had a wonderful day. The shares were all higher. At the half hour, I'll have the results. And I expect a good week in gold and silver. And Goldman Sachs just came with earnings of $3.39 a share for the first quarter. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to, the company is on the verge of bankruptcy, and they're claiming $3.39 a share. That would put that at about 10 times earnings. I cannot believe that. It shows you the lies that are going on. And the street doesn't care, because all they want is for the market to go up, most of them. And, of course, all the pension funds and everybody else they want the same thing. And the reason they want the same thing is if they don't get the same thing, they go bankrupt. 8058 is the number on the Dow, minus 26. Disgraceful. Anyway, market's going to get it one way or the other. And the summer rally, you're not going to get one. They've already had it. And